How's it, everybody? Welcome back to another one. Today we are unboxing this advanced rod building kit brought to you by Mudhole. I don't know anything about rod building. I know a lot about rod buying because I definitely have a problem when it comes to fishing rods and fishing gear. Recently, I had a rod tip break. Wasn't able to get it fixed in time, so I decided it'd be nice to have some tools on hand to fix it. And then once I started putting things in my cart, I realized that I could have a whole kit for $199. $200 isn't chump change, but it's not super expensive. I would think for a whole rod building kit, it would be at least $500. I know my friend Bill, he makes rods. Check him out, Flathead Sickness. He has spent thousands of dollars on all of his stuff. Granted, he has more of the top end stuff, professional, if you will. So we're gonna unbox this. I don't know anything about building rods. The real reason I got this was I'm gonna be doing a little project. And when I say little, it is definitely little, and I'll explain that after we unbox it. So let's get right to it. Let's unbox this. Again, I'm not sponsored by this company. I bought this with my own money. Nobody has previewed this video. This is all me. So let's get right to it. Just need a knife. Sweet. Let's see what we got. I'll probably mispronounce some of this stuff because, again, I don't really know much about this, but I'm curious, is this gonna be enough to make a rod, or am I gonna need some other stuff? We'll find out. Okay, let's check it out. All right, so first thing we got is like little pieces of sandpaper on it. Anyways, again, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, looks like a lot of different things in here. Lots of different things. I'll go through this in a minute, but let's just get the main things out. Alcohol burner, Pro Coat epoxy, so resin, hardener, paste. Did a good job packing it. Shout out to Mudhole. All right, this is epoxy mixing dish, rod dryer, so rod drying motor. It looks like all these companies are CRB, Custom Rod Builder, the biggest box in the box. And this is the advanced hand wrapping system, 2-spool. All right, so I'm gonna unbox some of this stuff. I think I'll also change the camera view so you guys can have a look what's in here. All right, guys, let's take a closer look. We got 4 different sized handle reamers. We have some finished brushes, digital caliper. This does come with batteries. Mixing cup kit, thread in 4 different colors. These are 100-yard spools, A size. Some guide tubing, tip top, and guide sizing chart. A white China marker. 3 rolls of different size tape. Burnishing tool, pick, and clippers. Pro Seal color preserver. A 10-pack of razors. More cups. Pro Coat resiner and Pro Paste resiner and hardener, alcohol burner, aluminum cups, rod dryer, 18 rotations per minute. This one does not have a clutch. It comes with extra stands, and finally the 2-spool hand wrapping system. I decided to go to Mudhole and put each individual item into my cart. It came to $336.49. Granted, that was with the rod dryer that has a clutch that's about $30 more expensive. So figure I got $300 worth of items for $200. So it's really a great deal. This also comes with a cool book that explains everything nicely. It has pictures, so it's kind of easy to understand. Next up, we're going to go ahead and put the hand wrapper together. I'm going to show you my first attempt of trying to wrap. I'm not wrapping a guide, I'm just wrapping an old rod to practice. First thing we're going to do is put this tension rod on, so they give you some glue. So you're going to put some tip-top glue on it. And this sets up pretty fast, so I would get it straight as you're putting it in. You're not going to probably be able to turn it. I learned that the hard way, so this is attempt number 2. Anyway, that's glued and setting up. Next up, we are going to put the stands on. So it comes with 2 stands. You're just going to take this nut off, washer, spring, and then there's another washer. It's going to set that aside. And then you're going to put the bolt back through the hole. And you're going to put the washer, spring, washer, nut on top. And this is going to allow you to kind of obviously have a stand, and then you can also adjust it several inches. So I got both sizes, or I got both sides hooked up. Next thing, you're going to take this nut off, and then there's a washer, plastic spacer, a bearing. You're going to put your spool on. You're going to put your bearing, washer, spacer, washer, nut. This allows you to put tension on the spool, and that can vary. Now, this is where I got confused, because I saw most people go from the first eyelet right there, and then they go up through the tension rod and then back down. But I found it better for me to go through the first eyelet, then the center, then the tension rod, and then to the slider. I asked a couple different rod builders. They said whatever you're comfortable with. I also reached out to Mudhole, and they said the same thing. I noticed a lot of guys do it like this, but I didn't like the way it kind of made my tension rod go off to the side, so I'm gonna stick to doing it this way. All right, this is my first attempt of wrapping, and I gotta tell you, it took me a lot of times just to lock that first thread in. The guys make it look really easy, but it does take time. So I basically just kind of made an X, and then I wrapped over the tag end 4 to I think 6 times. I cut it, and then I just started wrapping, and I was using my burnishing tool to try to keep it tight as I went. It definitely wasn't super pretty, but it was cool to kind of feel like I'm putting some thread on the rod. Once I got it to where I wanted to stop, I just got some other thread. I made a loop, and then I wrapped around 4 to 6 times. I kept the tension on my tag end. I cut it, and then from there I put my tag end through. While keeping the tension, I pulled the loop and I pulled it under, finishing the wrap. As you can see, definitely not perfect. So it comes with this rod dryer. It's a plug-in rod dryer with a switch. It's 18 rotations per minute. This rod dryer does not have a clutch, but you can upgrade to one that does. With a clutch would allow you to just basically stop it with your hands whenever you would want. They make these in 9 and 18, sometimes variable speed. This one's 18, and it allows you to put your epoxy on evenly, and it also allows it to dry evenly. So all in all, I would say this is worth it. 200 bucks gets you everything you need to build a rod, minus the skills to do it. I know for me, it's gonna be a lot of patience and time before I'm comfortable, but I'm looking forward to learning a new hobby, and I plan on making a future mini rod for a stop motion project that I'm working on. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Till next time, take care and tight lines.